Whenever I go onto Twitter, I get ads for NOEM, the line, and every time I see it, I think, that's a stupid idea for a city. I'm going to examine why the line is stupid on so many levels. Let's talk about trade. Pretend that I grow and sell apples, and you are a hungry person. At that point in time, having an apple is more useful to you than having money, because you are hungry and can't eat money. However, I have more apples than I could ever use, so money is more useful to me than having these apples. After you buy an apple from me, we are both better off. The more opportunities you have to engage in these win-win exchanges, the better an economy is. If you live in a sparsely populated area, then the number of people you can trade with is small, and there's an additional cost because of the distance between you. Likewise, if you're in a densely populated area, these opportunities grow. But you're not the only person in the world. If you think at the level of a population, then you get to an interesting mathematical fact. If you double the population in a system, you quadruple the trade opportunities. The ability of a population to make people happy increases proportionally to a square of the population involved. This is called the network effect. People tend to move towards places that increases their overall satisfaction. Just like the way gravity pulls together interstellar gas and forms it into stars, cities also attract people, growing until the cities run into limitations due to geography, politics, or just the fact that you can't squeeze too many people called Paul into the same place due to the Pauli exclusion principle. Cities function because they maximize the opportunity for people to interact and minimize the cost for them to do so. By having a city be a big long line, you minimize this network effect. We are told that transport within the line will be rail-based. I love rail, but there is an issue I have. All daily services in the line are designed to be reachable within a 5-minute walk. That means that there should be a train station every 800 metres, which means along the 170 kilometre length of the line, there should be about 121 train stations. Now, if we have magic trains that can accelerate and decelerate at a constant 0.1 g, which is about the comfortable rate of acceleration for people, then travelling between train stops will take about a minute. If we add a second minute of dwell time for people on the platform to get on and off the train, then an all-stopped train will take about 7 hours to go the entire length of the city. The only way to have a meaningful transport system is to have a mix of express and all stations trains, with exchange stations that allow you to move from local trains to express train. At that point, any complexity you might have saved by having a single rail line is lost. However, if we create a circular city to get the same surface area, we only have to create a city that is 9 kilometres across. If we keep to having the idea of having walkable units with an 800 metre diameter, then we can arrange them in more or less this configuration and have train lines like this. So why would anybody want to build such an inefficient city? Perhaps it's just to get into the record books. However, there might be a different reason. While the city blocks are walkable, the city as a whole isn't. If sufficiently motivated, walking 3 kilometres is completely feasible. Walking 170 kilometres is not. If the people of the line were ever to revolt, then the train system would act as a natural choke point, restricting the movement of angry people and insulating those in power from those who are angry. The line is what happens when you prioritise social control and looking futuristic over building a city that works as a city. A linear city is something for city builder challenges, not real life.